you guys, Erin here. It has been quite some time since I have put a video out. This is mostly due to the fact that I have been very busy absorbing all kinds of new information and just holding it in and you know, waiting to share it with all of you. And today I just feel so very called to share some of what I have learned with you. For those of you who don't know me, I between about 2013 to 2014, I was very, very ill, very close to death, had some pretty good scares. I had a systemic candida overgrowth, which is basically a fungus that was growing throughout every organ of my body. But it surfaced on my face and it blew, like my face looked like I had two grapefruits growing out each side of my cheek. It was a disaster to say the least. But everything I was getting from the doctors, any prescription medication was literally making it so much worse. And it wasn't until I really kind of took it upon myself to start doing research and just took healing into my own hands that my face started to clear up and I really started to get into a health kick and really just started taking care of myself and learning more than I ever dreamed even possible. Furthermore, I now recognize why I was so sick, and I learned this through my natal chart. That might sound crazy, but I just wondered. I wondered why. I mean, I know other people that ate, you know, hamburgers and drank beer and just kind of had a similar lifestyle to me, but their face didn't blow up like mine did, and they didn't get extremely ill. I have discovered that I am incredibly sensitive. And if it wasn't for the study of astrology, I just never would have known this. And it's brought me a lot of inner peace. And that being said, I am just so extremely, I feel like obligated to tell other people to learn their natal charts because there's so much to be discovered. You know, 150 years ago, doctors had to have at least some knowledge of astrology to work with their patients. And nowadays, I think a lot of doctors would laugh at that. But it's a real thing. In fact, I just recently had somebody tell me that they don't believe in astrology. And it literally took every ounce of my willpower to not roll my eyes and to not make judgment, because I understand how suppressed this information has been for so long. But the reality is, astrology is the most real thing we have on earth. There is so much fake everything out there. Fake news, fake food, fake jobs, fake personalities, everything. It's like we're living in some kind of an illusion. But I know that astrology is real. And the hundreds of clients that I've worked with will tell you the same thing. I've never given an astrology reading and not had the person tell me, wow, that was pretty darn accurate. It's real. And it's not just about understanding our own natal chart, it's also about understanding transits that we're going through. For example, it all makes so much sense as to why I've been going through this for the past, it's been really like, 10 years. It's been really like 15 years, but the past 10 years have just been an extreme, profound transformation. I went from being an everyday drinker. I drank beer, I drank whiskey, I drank wine, I did drugs, I didn't exercise. I was so unhealthy to where I'm at today, which is, honestly, I don't think I've been this healthy ever in my entire life. So this transformation process, I can very easily equate to the fact that Pluto influences transformational processes. And what he does is he comes in and he completely demolishes the structure of whatever he's going through. He completely destroys it to death and then creates a rebirth, which brings empowerment. And Pluto's been traveling through my house of self, okay, my first house, for the past 15 years. And he's almost done. I'm almost done with this self-transformation process. And let me tell you, it has not been an easy road. But regardless, I can understand that there's so much more than that. I could go on for hours, but I don't want to bore you guys with my own story. What I want to do is encourage you to understand your natal chart and transits that you are going through. It will change your life, okay? You could even just, go on the internet and I kind of discourage people from using Google these days, but DuckDuckGo or something like that, you can find all kinds of websites that will provide you a free analysis of your natal chart. And it is important to know your time of birth, or at least like a couple hours of, within a couple of hours of when you were born. That really will make a difference. But even if you don't, even if you just know your birthday and location, you can still learn a significant amount about yourself and other people, your loved ones. Maybe you're constantly battling with somebody that you're close to, your significant other, something like that. You start to understand their natal chart, I can almost guarantee you will have compassion for their behavior rather than frustration. That's how it's been for me anyway. It's been a profound, life-changing experience understanding my natal chart, furthermore my transits and my loved ones' natal charts, and it goes just to infinity and beyond. So the reason I'm making this video is to encourage you, again, to learn your natal chart. If you would like to get a reading from me, you can send me an email at erinwageastrology@gmail.com. That's ERINWAAGE@gmail.com. And, another thing I'd like to mention is that we are, as a civilization, going through an incredible transit right now. And this all has to do with Pluto, Saturn, South Node conjunction. It's restricting our own personal powers. It's causing complete chaos across the world. And it depends on where these things are happening in your own natal chart. Like I said, for me, this is happening in my house of self. For you, it may be happening in your house of career. Maybe you're going through a massive career transit that it could be anything. It could be going through your house of relationships, major transformational processes through your relationships. Anything like that, I can help you, understand on a much deeper level. So again, please feel free to reach out to me, send me an email. I'm also pretty active on Instagram. My screen name on Instagram is imaginal_cell, or you can just find me under Erin Wage. So that's really all I had to say. I hope to hear from some of you. It's definitely my karma and my passion to spread this information far and wide. So namaste to all of you. Much love, many blessings.